I promise this is not just another blog telling you to stop using jargon. Well, not exactly. My aim is to help you understand how to get an audience to like and get you by liking yourself and what you have to say. Connecting with any audience can be tricky, whether it's networking, public speaking, talking on the radio or TV. But we learned in the playground that the quickest way to get anyone to listen to us is to get them to bond with us. We feel a bond with someone when we feel we have something in common with them. And then we listen to them and we care about what they have to say. But we have to hear them use normal human language to get them. So now we're grown-ups, we still want to be listened to. We want the audience, whoever it is, your mum, the lecture hall, the job interviewer, clients, prospects, the executive board, to bond with us and actually hear what we're saying. You should know that a key way to do that is to ditch the jargon. The dreaded end user, bin the long words, interoperability, seriously, and pause the pretentious phrases. Yep, I'm still hearing the low-hanging fruit one. It's pretty obvious that translating SME, agile, service provider, harness the organic process means the words take a few seconds longer to resonate. And while we're deciphering that, we're just not listening to what you say next. We miss it, we get distracted, we stop listening to you, we start nibbling our hangnails and planning our weekly shop. You've lost us. And you shouldn't even use jargon with people in your direct industry if you can possibly help it. Sure, your peers are professionals, they have ologies, mortgages, they do clever things for a living. They might know what those words mean. But first and foremost, they're humans. They respond quickest to the words that speak to us at our most simple level, the words that are swimming in the shallow ends of our brains, the ones that we use every day. If you want me, aka your colleague, your client, your prospect, to bond, collaborate and buy in, you have to talk to me. However, so many of you ignore this awesome advice. Why? So I don't actually have an ology, just 20 years experience as a journalist, learning how to engage audiences, and years of training people in media and presentation skills. But I think I've got an answer. The jargon, the long words and the pretentious phrases are often our invisible comfort blanket. We believe they make us sound professional, important and worth listening to. You might think your public speaking weakness is your slight lisp, your accent, your monotonous voice, your nerves, the speed of your words, or even your resting bitch face. Believe me, I've heard some great excuses. But 9 times out of 10, those are the really easy things for me to work with you to resolve. What's really holding so many of us back from wowing an audience is the true confidence in what we are saying. You can't be truly engaged and proud of what you're saying when you're not using the language your brain likes and uses all the time. You just won't be authentic. Okay, so that word may be becoming cliche and, dare I say it, jargon too. What I mean is you won't be the real you, and while you think you might be fooling the audience, you won't be fooling yourself. It's such an irony. We all feel a degree of imposter syndrome. We use the long words, the jargon, the pretentious phrases to mask that, but our subconscious still knows it, and while we're using them, it's shouting imposter at us, and our confidence fades. When I work with anyone who wants to improve their communication and their presentation skills, I will always make them tackle this language thing head on, however important and senior a role they hold, and regardless of their knowledge of their subject. If audiences aren't engaging with you and you're not interesting to listen to, it's because you are using words that are not you, the human being, the person. Don't use the words you think you should say. Talk to me like a human.